Hey there, football fans! Get ready to have your mind blown with some incredible football facts you probably didn't know. We're about to dive deep into the history, the records, and the little-known quirks that make this sport so fascinating. From the very first game to the biggest teams, we're covering it all. So strap on your helmets, grab your jerseys, because things are about to get wild. Okay, let's start at the very beginning. Imagine a time before fantasy leagues, before the Super Bowl, before anyone had ever heard of a Hail Mary. It's 1869. The US is still recovering from the Civil War. Ulysses S. Grant is president, and two rival colleges in New Jersey, Rutgers and Princeton, are about to make history. They're playing a game, but it's not quite the football we know and love today. It's more like a rugby-soccer hybrid, with 25 players on each side. And the rules, let's just say that they were a little different back then. For instance, you couldn't pick up the ball and run with it unless you were being chased. And forget about forward passes. Those wouldn't be legal for another few decades. This game was all about kicking and chasing, a far cry from the high-flying, touchdown-scoring extravaganzas we see today. But even though it was a different beast, this game between Rutgers and Princeton was a landmark event. It marked the beginning of organized American football, a sport that would evolve over the next century and a half into a national obsession. Rutgers won that first game, by the way, 6-4. Take that, Princeton. But the real victory that day was for football itself, a sport that was just starting to find its feet. And think about how far it's come since then. From those humble beginnings on a college field in New Jersey, football has grown into a multi-billion-dollar industry, captivating millions of fans around the world. It's a testament to the enduring appeal of the sport, the strategy, the athleticism, the sheer drama of it all. And it all started with that one game back in 1869. Now, you might think you need to be built like a tank to play professional football, and sure, it helps to have some size and strength when you're facing down 300-pound linemen. But then there's Jack Shapiro, a man who proved that even in the land of giants, size isn't everything. Standing at a mere 5 feet 1 inch tall, Shapiro was, and still is, the shortest player in NFL history. Can you imagine that? In a league where the average player is well over 6 feet, Shapiro was a true outlier, a David amongst Goliaths. He played running back for the Chicago Cardinals in 1945, and while his NFL career was short-lived, he only played in one game. His story is a testament to the power of determination, and the fact that sometimes the biggest impact comes in the smallest packages. Think about it. This guy was dodging tackles from guys twice his size. He was out there proving that you don't need to be a giant to make it in the NFL. All you need is heart, grit, and maybe a really good stiff arm. Shapiro's story is an inspiration to anyone who's ever been told they're too small, too slow, too whatever to achieve their dreams. He's a reminder that sometimes the biggest obstacles can be overcome with enough determination and a whole lot of heart. So the next time you're feeling underestimated, remember Jack Shapiro, the 5'1" giant who took on the NFL and showed the world that size doesn't matter when you've got the heart of a champion. All right, let's talk about a record that seems almost impossible to break. The longest field goal in NFL history. Picture this. December 8th, 2013, the Denver Broncos are taking on the Tennessee Titans. The air is thin in Denver, sitting at over 5,000 feet above sea level. Matt Prater, the Broncos kicker, lines up for a field goal. But this is no ordinary field goal attempt. Prater is about to kick from 64 yards out. That's almost 2/3 of the entire football field. The crowd holds its breath. Prater swings his leg, connecting with the ball in a resounding thud that echoes through the stadium. The ball sails through the air, a perfect spiral against the backdrop of the Rocky Mountains. And it's good! The crowd erupts as Prater's kick splits the uprights, setting a new NFL record that still stands today. 64 yards. It's a feat of strength, accuracy, and maybe a little bit of Denver altitude magic. To put that distance into perspective, imagine kicking a football the length of almost 2 basketball courts. It's mind-boggling. Prater's kick wasn't just impressive, it was legendary, a moment etched in NFL history. It's a reminder that in football, anything is possible. Records are made to be broken, and sometimes all it takes is one incredible kick to rewrite the history books. Now let's talk about money, big money, because when it comes to the NFL, Some teams are worth more than others. And sitting at the top of the financial food chain are the Dallas Cowboys, a team often referred to as America's team. But they're not just America's team. They're also the world's most valuable sports team, period. We're talking a staggering net worth of over $5 billion. That's billion with a B. It's enough to make your head spin faster than a Tony Romo spiral. So how did the Cowboys become such a financial powerhouse? Well, it's a combination of factors. They've got a massive fan base, a state-of-the-art stadium, and a knack for marketing and branding that would make Don Draper proud. They're a global brand with merchandise and fans all over the world. They're like the Coca-Cola of football, instantly recognizable and with a reach that extends far beyond the gridiron. And their financial success is a testament to the power of the NFL brand itself. This is a league that generates billions of dollars in revenue every year, and the Cowboys are reaping the rewards of being one of its most popular and successful franchises. But not every team is driven solely by profits. In a league dominated by billionaires and corporate interests, there's one team that stands apart, the Green Bay Packers. What makes them so special? Well, they're the only non-profit, community-owned Major League professional sports team in the United States. That's right, the Packers are owned by their fans. No single owner, no corporate overlord, just thousands of everyday people who hold shares in the team. It's a unique ownership structure that reflects the team's deep roots in its community. Located in Green Bay, Wisconsin, a city with a population of just over 100,000 people, the Packers are a source of immense pride for their fans who view the team as an integral part of their identity. And the Packers' community ownership model has been remarkably successful. The team has won 13 NFL championships, more than any other franchise in league history. They're a model of stability and success, proving that fan ownership can work. It's a refreshing change of pace from the win-at-all-costs mentality that permeates much of professional sports. The Packers are a reminder that sports can be about more than just money. They can be about community, tradition, and the enduring power of the fan. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed these mind-blowing football facts, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more amazing content. And hey, if you've got any crazy football facts of your own, drop them in the comments below. Who knows, maybe we'll feature them in a future video. Until next time, keep your head in the game.